Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment. And the She-Hulk disaster continues. Oh boy. The director has come out and blamed the criticism of the bad CGI. You know, the CGI that looks better in Shrek, to be honest, than this. Well, she says it's because our culture's belief in its ownership of women's bodies. What? Oh my! Did you like drink all the window lean again or something? Like, how do these people get jobs? So when people looked at the trailer, and went, the CG in this is horrible. To the point, the VX staff who have quit and are walking out have blasted Marvel and Disney and said they're terrible to work for. That's why it looks terrible. Yes, we know it looks terrible because every time we finish it, they walk in and change it at the last minute to where one of the stars of the show, what's her name, Jamelia, even came out and like talked some trash about it. But stop the press. Because here comes the director with the clarification as to why it's terrible. It's because she thinks we have ownership over women's bodies. Right. What is wrong with these people? And the funny thing is, this show will flop. And it won't flop because of bad CG. It'll flop because it'll be a shit show. With bad story, bad dialogue, bad characters. And we'll still get the blame. Men. Straight, white males. Because she's already come out and said, yeah, it's not for you guys. You know, your men are going to hate this. Because it's going to be a show where they're talking about relationships and all this type of bullshit. And what's funny is when they go on these little tangents where they're saying all this, it's not for you, we don't need you, we don't want you, this is woman power, feminist movement, yeah. When these things bomb and no one watches them, why are we the ones they blame? Why did it go, well, it failed because you didn't watch it? Yeah, but you didn't make it for us. Where were all the feminists that you made it for? Where are all the women who have ownership of their bodies and confidence? Where were they showing up to watch it? That's right, they didn't. Because no one wants to watch this shit. Because that's what it is. Shit. Looks terrible. It sounds terrible. Even people who work with Marvel have reached out to people and said, yeah, if any of the new Marvel stuff is in trouble and is a mess, it's She-Hulk. Because they have to go out of their way now to make sure the actor portraying at least the human form still has to be the actor portraying it when it changes. Not like the 80s when Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk. You know, one guy played him as Banner, but when he changed, it was Lou Ferrigno. No CG needed there. And they could have done the same with this. Because this stupid director goes on of, oh, we designed her after athletes' bodies, not bodybuilder bodies. Which clearly shows that she doesn't know the material. You know, that's the great thing. These idiots all expose themselves for not knowing the material. They attack the fans and stuff, but then show themselves. Like the showrunner for WandaVision got asked, like, hey, all those Mephisto Easter eggs that were throughout the show, but he never showed up. How come? She was like, well, I don't know what that is. What's a Mephisto? And then they're like, did you ever read the comics? Oh no, I never read comics because I couldn't figure out how to follow the paneling. Oh. Lord of the Ring, Dumb and Bloody Dumber over there with our, oh yeah, our Harfoots are there because we couldn't do Hobbits because there was no Hobbits. Harfoots are Hobbits, you dickheads. And now she's going, oh yeah, we designed her on an athletic body type instead of the bodybuilder type. She-Hulk was always the athletic type, which says to me her introduction to She-Hulk was that cover they brought out like what, a year and a half ago, where if you didn't see the name She-Hulk on it, you wouldn't have known it was meant to be the girl. That big man beast thing on the cover. And you know who for years wanted to play She-Hulk? The green part of She-Hulk. Not the human form, the Hulk form. She campaigned for years. Every time she was on Conan O'Brien, she'd bring it up that she was desperate to play She-Hulk. Was Angie Harmon. She even knew what the character was. But I guess these casting choices, because that's what these directors are for Marvel and Disney. They're cast. They're not hired directors. They are cast directors. I guess she knows better because your CGI looks terrible because of a culture's belief in ownership over women's bodies. Goddamn window lickers. Alright, I'll leave it there for this one. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.